Practical tips for self-care. Life is stressful. It always has been and always will be. There is no getting away from it. It is like a K-drama where at the beginning of an episode, things are going well, but midway, something negative happens. Sometimes we can see whatever is going to stress us out coming, and it is not always bad, like getting married or starting a new job, going to a new school, making a presentation, going to the doctor, which causes the phenomena known as white coat syndrome. Other times, however, we are blindsided, as in the sudden, unexpected death of a loved one, accidents, natural catastrophes like hurricanes, volcanoes, earthquakes, or a sudden job loss. We don't have control over the stresses that come at us, but what we do have control over is how we react to and manage our stress. Travellers, let's see if you have been paying attention to the safety briefing that is given around the time that the plane pulls out from the gate. The flight attendants begin their spiel by saying, "If something happens and the oxygen masks fall from the ceiling, what are you supposed to do?" If you thought, "Please put your mask on first before helping someone else," you were correct. If you couldn't remember, you need to pay more attention next time because it could save your life. I like this analogy because life is the same way. Figuratively speaking, we need to put our masks on first before helping others. The airlines are literally saying that they want you to be selfish and take care of yourself first, because if you don't, you may not make it. This is not one airline that is saying it, y'all. It is all of them. I have flown on numerous airlines, including some that no longer exist, and they all say it. Take care of yourself first. There are times when you must be selfish to take care of yourself. There are times when you have to say no. It is okay. Years ago, I attended a retreat where the chaplain put it another way. You have to refill your teapot in order to be able to pour into other people. You can't pour out of an empty vessel. In other words, we must take care of ourselves to be able to care for others. That's self-care. I have known several caregivers who died before the people they cared for. The goal is to prevent those occurrences. So let us explore how to care for ourselves. We are not monoliths, but instead we are holistic beings. We are made up of different parts that include the physical, mental, and spiritual aspects. I will break it down into 3 sessions. Let's begin with the physical aspect. Physically speaking, we need to make sure that we get enough sleep, exercise, drink enough fluids, and eat nutritious foods. Sleep is the time when children and adolescents grow and when adults repair their bodies, rebuilding muscle and regenerating cells. The recommended amounts of sleep for children and adolescents are 8 to 13 hours plus naps for toddlers. And for adults, 7 to 9 hours. When we don't get enough sleep, it affects our immunity, making it easier for us to get sick. More accidents are caused by sleep-deprived people than by people driving under the influence, drugs, or alcohol. Our blood pressure and heart rate decrease when we sleep. So if we aren't sleeping or getting quality sleep, our cardiovascular risk of high blood pressure and heart attacks increase. Sleep also contributes to our bodies being able to utilize blood glucose, which helps to decrease the risk of diabetes. We get accustomed to functioning on a small amount of sleep, especially people who are shift workers on the night shift. But overall, we are damaging our health. Brain functions like memory, concentration, the ability to learn, and mental acuity decrease with sleep deprivation, which makes it easy to make poor decisions. Being sleep deprived can also lead to mood changes, such as irritability and anxiety, and can trigger mental health issues, which we will address next session. As we get older, north of 40, we tend to gain weight, becoming obese, which can lead to snoring and sleep apnea. The most common symptom is getting enough sleep but still feeling tired throughout the day. Sleep apnea means there are periods of time during sleep when we are not breathing, which causes us to not get enough oxygen. Over time, this can cause a strain on the heart and cause it to get big. A big heart is a weak heart and can lead to congestive heart failure. Talking to your primary care provider to get a sleep study will diagnose the problem and get the treatment needed to solve the problem, decreasing cardiovascular risk. The bottom line is that sufficient and quality sleep is important to being healthy and decrease stress. According to the Cleveland Clinic on the benefits of sleep, it also prolongs life by improving the rate at which the body uses oxygen for energy, and improves sex life by increasing endurance. Now, who wouldn't like to have those benefits? Exercise is the second part of being healthy and taking care of self. It can be as simple as walking for the recommended 30 minutes 3 to 5 times a week, or 150 minutes per week. Exercise releases endorphins, the feel-good hormones that improve our sense of well-being. It also helps us to stay fit by burning calories, which, in turn, contribute to weight loss and helps maintain healthy weights. As we get older, exercise helps with maintaining stability, which helps to prevent falls. It also increases mental acuity, which helps to maintain mental health, decreases confusion, and decreases the onset of dementia. Exercise helps to strengthen our muscles and maintain strong bones. As we age, women in particular need both the muscle and bone strength to help prevent falls and broken bones. Exercise helps to keep our most important muscle, the heart, strong and healthy. It helps to improve our sleep. Recent studies have shown that exercise within 4 hours of sleep can affect being able to fall asleep. So try to exercise at the beginning of your day, which will give energy to get through the day. Good nutrition is the third factor in staying healthy and decreasing stress. Eating right gives us the nutrients that we need for energy, to maintain a healthy weight, to feed our brain. Sometimes we don't get all the nutrients that we need from the food that we eat, and may need to take a daily supplement. Conventional wisdom says that we should shop the perimeter of the grocery store to get the most nutritious and fresh foods. However, they can also be expensive. So check out your neighborhood to see if there are any community gardens or roadside stands selling fruits and vegetables at lower prices than the grocery store. You can also start your own garden. You don't need any land, just some containers, soil, and a sunny spot. Make sure you minimize snacks that have a lot of sugar, fat, and salt, the 3 things that make snack foods taste good. They contribute to weight gain, high cholesterol, diabetes, and high blood pressure. We don't have to cut them out entirely, but everything is to be eaten in moderation. 40 is the magic age where our bodies do not metabolize calories like they did when we were younger. Therefore, we need to be more intentional about the foods and snacks that we eat. Fresh fruits and vegetables instead of processed foods have more fiber, water, and less calories, and help us to stay regular. Hydration is thing 4 for staying physically healthy and less stressed. Most people are not aware that dehydration can cause kidney problems. Kidneys don't like dehydration, and over time they will start to fail. As they start to feel bad, they let things through that they should not. One of the first signs is protein in the urine. Usually, rehydration will reverse the failure, and the protein will go away. Dehydration will also contribute to kidney stone formation if we consume the right materials, such as too many sodas, tea, and calcium-containing products, like dairy products, or well water, hard water, that has a lot of minerals in it. Salt ponds don't make salt in the rainy season, when they are filled with water. Instead, the salt forms during the dry season when the water has evaporated. Our kidneys work the same way. Stones are unable to form when we are well hydrated. But in dehydration, crystals will begin to form.
We need water to help the body get rid of waste products.
And when we don't drink enough of it, it can cause low blood pressure, which in turn can cause dizziness and make us fall. Let's explore that a little bit. When we don't drink enough water and become dehydrated, our blood volume is low. When we change position, our blood pressure may not keep up with the change. For instance, if we are lying down and we jump up to go to the bathroom, if there is not enough blood volume, the blood pressure will not increase when that change in position occurs. If there is not enough blood flow to the brain, it can cause dizziness and passing out. The technical term is orthostatic hypertension. Dehydration can also contribute to headaches. As we get older, people generally don't like to drink water because they will have to go to the bathroom more often. Going to the bathroom regularly is a good thing though, because it will decrease the risk of urinary tract infections, UTIs, which are more common in older women. UTIs can be devastating, causing confusion and in some instances, sepsis. As we get older, our thirst trigger decreases so that by the time we feel thirsty, we are already dehydrated. So practice drinking water every hour or two while awake, decreasing intake a couple of hours before bedtime to decrease using the bathroom at night. Water will also help to invigorate us, clear up the skin, and make it soft, giving it a glow. For people who don't like the taste of water, there are a lot of different ways to make it more palatable. There are a wide variety of flavorings that can be added. Fruits or vegetables can be added or infused, and there are already flavored waters on the market. To keep from adding to the plastics in the landfills problem, there are water filtration pitchers or filters for the entire house. The recommendation is for a minimum of 8 to 10 8-ounces glasses of water daily, which would be 64 to 80 ounces of water daily. It is also important to remember that as the daily consumption of water goes up beyond a gallon of water, fluids with electrolytes like sports drinks need to be added to prevent electrolyte imbalances. There is a real medical condition called water intoxication that occurs when the electrolytes, especially sodium, have been diluted until it is too low. It will cause confusion, weakness, and lead to brain swelling, and eventually death. The bottom line is that too much water is just as bad or worse than not enough water. Finally, I recommend a good massage to help relieve tension from the muscles and decrease stress. According to the Mayo Clinic, massages decrease cortisol levels, which are caused by stress and can lead to weight gain. They also release serotonin, another feel-good hormone which decreases depression and anxiety. Massages can be expensive, but if you know of a massage school, it can be more cost-effective. In addition, those students need people to practice with, as they want to pass their courses, so you know it is guaranteed to be a good massage. I once met a massage instructor who told me that her school charged $45 for massages. That is probably an average depending on the school's reputation. Do something fun. Hang out with friends. Watch a funny movie. Laughter, after all, is said to be the best medicine. There is some truth to that, as laughter can release some of the same endorphins that exercise does. Spend time with family doing fun stuff, eat together, have a game night, etc. My grandmother used to say that no man is an island. Spending time with people we like or love helps to lighten the mood, and being able to talk to people we trust makes us feel better. And that is another way to help decrease stress. None of the tips above will prevent stressful events, but what they will do is make us stronger and healthier, better able to manage stress in a positive way, while helping us to feel good. I hope these tips have been helpful. I welcome any comments, questions, or suggestions for future topics. I wish you all a good day and good health. Next week's session will focus on mental health tips. In the meantime, be blessed. References: https://www.cdc.gov. About Sleep for Everyone, May 15, 2024. https://www.cleveland.clinic. Workout results: 12 ways exercise benefits your body. May 29, 2025. https://www.ncoa.org. Hydration for older adults. 10 reasons why hydration is important. January 2nd, 2025. https://www.harvard.edu. Nutrition. January 31st, 2023. https://www.mayoclinichealthsystem.org. Can massage relieve symptoms of depression, anxiety, and stress? July 20th, 2022.